Hello, and welcome to Dove, Evolution of a Brand, Case Response by Group A. You've got Matt Floyd here, along with Jessica Akpan, Grace Givnish, Patrick Grasso, Richard Kishkegan, Thomas Pazensky, Kelly Root, and Tyler Shantz. Together, we're going to be reviewing Group D's analysis, as well as hopefully providing some additional insights. In this presentation, we will summarize Group D's case analysis. Then we will expand on the original SWOT with a TOES matrix. Next, we will respond to Group D's recommendations. And then finally, we'll present some new ideas that we believe will strengthen the brand. Group D provided a very comprehensive evaluation of Dove's situation using a SWOT analysis and touching on a new campaign slogan, demographic expansion, a new marketing strategy, additional philanthropy and community outreach, as well as publicity and public relations methodologies, each of which we'll examine here. We used Group D's original SWOT analysis and recommended actions to develop our own TOES matrix as a tool to assess their positioning strategy and identify what strengths Dove can use and what weaknesses must be mitigated in order to capitalize on opportunities as well as have a better handle on threats. We then made some additions of our own to augment Group D's strategy, highlighted in yellow, which we will elaborate on momentarily. Overall, we agree with the campaign for Real You and the demographic expansion suggested by Group D. The idea of self-empowerment has been key in Dove's marketing campaign, and it would be beneficial to continue this trend. Additionally, we believe Dove should target the emotions of consumers by continuing its trend of positive social media messaging, which we will elaborate on later. We also agree that targeting the male demographic is key. Guys make up half the population and should be provided products that enable them to be confident in their appearance. However, we would recommend focusing on demographic expansion entirely on men and steer away from children and senior citizens. We feel that Dove's marketing dollars will be more effectively spent targeting a market who is old enough to purchase their own products but young enough that they don't already have decades of established brand loyalty ingrained in their shopping habits.
In response to Group D, we would propose the following suggestions. Regarding the marketing strategy, we do believe that leveraging a hashtag campaign would be extremely beneficial for the brand because it would allow us to engage our existing and potential customers at a very grassroots level. It would allow us to leverage our philanthropy, our positive PR, and free publicity in a way that would be extremely beneficial to the brand. That being said, we would look to identify a more moderated discussion forum that would allow us to control the messaging. Recently, the US Army had a campaign that was open source via Twitter that resulted in largely negative feedback when they asked the question, "How has serving impacted you?" Utilizing a more moderated discussion forum, it would allow us to potentially control that message to ensure that it's positive. We would look to leverage this unpaid media to generate the free publicity and positive PR that Dove has already experienced. We would really look to utilize that to identify us as the overall brand of empowerment within the market. We would also look to utilize social media analytics to not only measure the campaign's overall success, but identify also who key influencers are within our existing and potential markets to ensure that we are engaging our overall clients at that grassroots level. Regarding philanthropy and community outreach, we propose expanding our existing partnerships with nonprofits to be both defensive within the demographics that we are currently excelling in, such as women's brands, and leveraging future nonprofit relationships into new demographics, such as men and minority groups. We would also look to continue to expose negative press to help ensure that Dove is identified as the brand of beauty and empowerment, and utilize this as a way to generate that free publicity and positive PR that Dove already enjoys.
We will now present some ideas to strengthen the brand's campaign for Real You. By now, we have all seen the Instagram versus reality posts and have seen the dramatic makeovers that take place after a photo shoot of already attractive people. As we can see from the image on the screen, it is an example of a raw photo that was accidentally uploaded before editing against the processed version next to it. The change is quite dramatic. We see an attractive woman transformed into an unrealistic looking photo on the right. Most notably, she has had a butt cheek removed and all of her skin smoothed over. We are proposing a spin on this concept in the Real You, No Filter Necessary campaign. Since we liked the idea of Group B's campaign for Real You, we built upon it and added No Filter Necessary. Building from the momentum and success of the Real Beauty campaign and expanding to become more inclusive of men, we understand the risk that this could cause backlash as the original Real Beauty campaign did several years ago. We will push Dove's mission statement to make everyone feel beautiful every day and broaden the narrow definition of beauty and inspiring people to take great care of themselves by way of self-care with Dove products versus Photoshop and filters on Instagram. We would propose a social media campaign blitz to encompass the largest and most active social media platforms. The campaign would show side-by-side images of regular, diverse men and women doing typical day-to-day activities like children getting ready for school, dad dropping kids off at practice, and mom taking care of a parent. We would work in ways to present the product line through these ads, like kids washing their hair with Dove shampoo and mom washing her hands with a Dove cleansing bar. These everyday people will be shown alongside those influencers that we're all envious of. Those that seem to always be vacationing on tropical islands, going to concerts and festivals, and shopping in Beverly Hills. This will appeal emotionally to the masses that we are targeting. Another ad would show women using Dove products to get ready in the morning with a timer going. 6 minutes in the shower, 3 minutes shampooing, and 1 minute washing their hands. Then we will contrast this with an influencer taking 2 hours to get ready, 10 minutes shooting the perfect photo, 45 minutes editing the picture, and 20 minutes selecting the best filter. At the end, we will show these women side by side with no filter versus no truth, and the tagline, be yourself, no filter necessary. We thank you for watching our case response to Dove, the evolution of a brand. We are looking forward to the discussion.